We are entering into an exciting new chapter in the history of Fountain of Life. Over the last few years, we've seen incredible growth as God keeps bringing more and more people to discover life in Christ together with us at Fountain of Life. He's bringing us to a time in our history where we're considering what it looks like to expand, to extend the table so that even more people can discover life in Christ with us here at the Fountain. Today, I'm excited to tell you about this capital campaign that we're launching called Extending the Table. And the vision that we have is not just merely to have a bigger facility, but to participate in the vision that God has for His people. See, God is preparing a feast, this banquet in heaven, and He wants every chair to be filled. And God's going to use us here at Fountain of Life so that more people can find their place at the table. As our guests arrive on Sunday morning, they first come into that welcome area, which is that space where we want to make sure that everyone who walks through our doors knows that they're welcome here because God's love is for them. But as more people are here, that space becomes crowded pretty quickly. And as they come into the hallway, it becomes difficult to navigate. We want to be able to connect with our guests, and one of the things we'll be able to do through this capital campaign is to have a wider area, a bigger area where we can connect with people, where we'll be able to greet each other and welcome our guests. It's a natural place for us to be able to connect with each other. As we go further into the church, into the fellowship hall, that's our primary place for our adult Bible studies to meet. It's also a bit of a challenge with the foot traffic having to go from the hallway through the fellowship hall into our Sunday school wing. So if there's a family who happens to be running a few minutes behind, they have to walk through that fellowship hall area, interrupting the Bible study just to get there. With this new expansion, we'll have a much larger fellowship hall. In addition, there'll be 3 different areas with the partitions so that we can have multiple rooms for our adults to meet in Bible study, for meetings on Sunday mornings. Right now, if there's extra Bible studies that are being offered, they're being offered with folding chairs being placed into the preschool rooms, which works for now, but it's not the most ideal environment. It'll give us more space to be able to meet together and create a pathway to be able to get into our children's ministry and our youth ministry areas without having to interrupt those Bible studies. One of the other things that we'll focus on in this capital campaign is to be able to create a better space for our youth ministry. Right now, we have 1 classroom that's dedicated for our youth ministry, but that's a value for our church, is investing in the next generation. We build for the future because we believe that it's the next generation that will reach the next generation. This will enable us to be able to extend our youth ministry space, to have room for more families to be able to come and discover life in Christ with us as we invest into that next generation. And so today I want to ask you to do 3 things: to pray, and to pray. First, pray that God would give us success in what we're doing. Our goal, our objective is to accomplish His mission, His purpose, and that what we're doing is in alignment with His will and His vision for us. 2, I want you to pray for the people who are going to be impacted as a result of what we do here today. And maybe people a year, 5 years, 10 years from now, they get to be a part of the Fountain of Life family because we made room for more people to discover life in Christ with us. And 3, I want to ask you to pray how God is leading you to participate with Him in this. God has called us to give and to give sacrificially toward what He is accomplishing. I want to invite you to pray, to seek God's leading in your life of how He's leading you to give, to participate, to contribute to what He's doing, and see how God uses your gift to accomplish His purposes and see more people take their place around that feast that God is preparing for us in heaven.